Hello viewers, how are you? Today I'm going to speak about the most spoken languages in Africa. Please um, attend because if you know uh, the most spoken language in a certain region, you can visit the region and you can see everything. So when we say the most spoken languages in Africa, we can divide African languages into two. One is the native uh, uh, speaking, that means the language that is native to Africa, and the second is the language which came to Africa because of colonization and globalization. Therefore, I will tell you which languages are natives, which languages are mostly widely spoken, and which languages came because of globalization. Therefore, attend me, please. I want to tell you 10 most spoken languages in the continent. When I start uh, from number 10, by the way, this is not the order. Actually, I take the order simply, not by number of speakers. When I start from number 10, let me start from Amharic. Amharic is the language spoken in Ethiopia. It is already, according to the Ethiopian statistics, more than 20 million people speak Amharic. It says about 29% of the country population speak Amharic, and that is the official working language of the Ethiopian federal government in some regions. It is widely spoken in the city areas in Ethiopia and in Amhara regional state government. Even though the people living in the Amhara region are all not Amharas, the language is a working language in the region. This is number 10. When we come to number 9, I will go to West Africa. Hausa. Hausa is the most widely spoken African native language. It is being spoken by more than 50 million people. Even some data say 60 million. This language is also widely spoken abroad because of the diasporas. This language is being spoken in Nigeria, in Niger, and some other Nigerian neighbor countries. Therefore, it is one of the most widely spoken, and it is at the university level. Many people are learning that. It is one of the most widely spoken African native language, mostly in West Africa. The other language, the seventh, when I come, is Igbo. Igbo is also the language in Nigeria, in Niger, and also it is being spoken also in some South American countries because of the African origin people living there. And that is also the widely spoken language in South America. It's called Igbo. The other is Swahili. Swahili is the most spoken language, especially in the eastern part of Africa. It's the eastern part of Africa. Swahili is mostly spoken language, and it is distributed in many countries in East Africa, in countries like Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, in Burundi, almost in most of the East African region. It is widely spoken language, and Swahili has many educated people too. The next language is Oromo language. By the way, on this video, what I'm showing you is the Oromo people on Irrecha, on something. And Afan Oromo, they call it Afan Oromo. Afan Oromo means Oromo language. And some people say Oromifa, but the correct name is Afan Oromo. By the way, it is a mostly widely spoken language in East Africa. And in Africa, as a native language, it is the third most widely spoken language in Africa. The first is Hausa, the second is Swahili, the third is Oromo. It is the third most widely spoken language, native language in Africa. Oromo is spoken in Ethiopia, in many regions. It's spoken in Kenya, in some part of Uganda, Rwanda, Egypt, in many parts, and also in some part of Sudan. And it is the most native language in East Africa also. It's the most native language in Africa in total. By the way, Oromos are the most beautiful people in Africa. If you see the culture and everything, before 1991, the Oromo culture was under pressure in Ethiopia because of the pressure from the imperial governments in the country. It was under high pressure, but after that, now it is somewhat free, and you see very special and beautiful culture from the Oromo people. The people are really very humble, very beautiful, very charity. They are, they are known by the charity, and their land is a very fertile land, the land which is mostly important in East Africa. In Oromia, the region is really a very beautiful natural region. It's a very beautiful natural region. So Oromo, if you speak Oromo, you can visit Ethiopia in very many places, not only Oromia, many parts of the country. It is a widely spoken language. This alphabet is like Latin alphabet. It is mostly, it's like Latin alphabet. They use Latin, so it is very simple for foreigners to learn than Amharic. So this is it. The other language is the language is widely spoken in Africa, but not native to Africa. The next is Spanish. Spanish is spoken in Equatorial Guinea, actually, not in many countries. It is official language in Equatorial Guinea. Equatorial Guinea is a small country in Africa. As it is official language of one country, we cannot say it is small. The other is Portuguese. Portuguese also may be official language in about 6 countries in Africa. It's a country like Angola, like Cape Verde, and like Mozambique. Therefore, this language is also one of the most widely spoken language. When we come to the third most spoken language in the continent, in English. And English is actually, it is an international language. So in Africa, many countries speak in English. Some as official language, some as international language. For example, in Ethiopia, internationally, in English is the communicative language, and it is a working language. Every law that is prepared in the parliament in Ethiopia is in English, translated into English. Therefore, English is the most important language in Africa. Even some Francophone, the countries which were speaking French are now changing their language to English. We can take countries like Rwanda. We can take some other countries also. Some countries, even like Congo, they want to change the language to English speaking, just to have more communication with the world. So English is the most important language in Africa, even though the dialect is different. The dialect may be different. it may not be as American dialect or may not be as a British accent. The accent may be quite different. And English is the most important language. That's what I want to say. The other is Arabic. Arabic is most widely spoken in Northern Africa and in some part of other Africa too. For example, in East Africa also, Arabic is like in Sudan, like in some part of Djibouti. Djibouti people also speak. Especially in Sudan, it is the official language. Therefore, Arabic is the most widely spoken language in Africa too. Okay. The other is French, Francophonie. French is most widely spoken in West Africa and in North Africa. Mostly North African countries, they use two official language. One is French and the other is Arabic most of the time. Therefore, it is the most widely spoken language in Africa. So those are the languages. What you have to know when you want to visit this country, you have to know where are you going, especially to know each and every truth about where you are going. It is better to know some of the languages, some words. Most of the time, tour guide, the people who are tour guides are from the city, okay? They don't know even the local language sometimes. Therefore, it is better to know where to go, okay? And if you want to learn some of this language, for example, like Oromo, like Amharic, everything, you can contact me, okay? We can show you the way how to learn, okay? And I can help you what I can. And really, in the future, I recommend you to learn the languages like Oromo in Ethiopia. It's very, very important language. The language you can easily understand. The language which alphabet is already Latin alphabet. Easily you can understand it easily, and it is being spoken by very beautiful people, and about 50-60 million people speaks this language. It is in East Africa. East Africa is, it's a very beautiful area. It is a very naturally very important area. Economically, politically also, it is a very important area because it is near to Asia, near to Middle East, near to Europe, and it is surrounded by 400 million population. And the Red Sea trade, many ships, about 40% of the world trade is passing through there. Therefore, it is a very important language for everything. So I recommend you to learn Oromo. I recommend you. This is very important for you. This is what I have today. Thank you so much. Contact me, share, subscribe, okay, like, and give me any comment you want. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye-bye.